Welcome back to What Are Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an ISU-152. It's a Tier 7 Soviet tank destroyer. Is that right? No, it's a Tier 8. What am I saying? I thought for a second, hang on a sec, that's not right. Yes, it's a Tier 8. And alongside JuniorBritner13 in his ISU, a pair of platoon mates also in ISUs. One of them is in the standard ISU-152, that's Joan Victor, or is that Jo Victor 3, and the other one is in the ISU-152K, the premium ISU-152, and that's Joni 10. Now JuniorBritner13 is actually appearing in one of our Bombardier videos coming up soon. Yes, he had a Bombardier during the 1.11.1 client, and I noticed his name pop up this evening, so I thought, oh, that's going to be fun. So you may see him in more videos coming up shortly. Well, he's decided he's going to go off to the edge and shoot at the enemy through these bushes. It's quite a good position actually, you can get long range shots, so long as somebody's spotting for you, and we do have a lot of light tanks in the middle. Oh, brilliant shot! 777 hit points. The alpha of this vehicle is 750. It's 152mm caliber, based on the ISU hull. Long reload though, normally 16.87 seconds. He's got it down to 14.6. But there's plenty of targets out there, and he could generate a lot of credits by smacking these guys as soon as they pop up to the ridgeline. Well, we saw a T-77 there briefly, but he's now unsighted. We did lose one of our spotters. That was the Lynx 6x6. He got taken out. But we've still got one Lynx there running around. And there's the T-77. He's over the far side next to the railway line. And it's normally quite interesting when you have 3 players in a platoon. They've all got the same tank, and that Lynx has just taken severe damage, and JuniorBritner decided to move down, or move up you might say. Oh, fantastic, he got the engine bay of the T-28 prototype, and the very next shot took him out, and that shot came from the Lynx, so I think he's happy as well because he got a kill out of it. Okay, he's reloaded, he's going there in for another one. I think he's going to do this from the front. The ISU-152K, oh sorry, the ISU-152, because it's not the K version, doesn't have a lot of armour at the front of the vehicle. It's only 90mm at the front, 90 at the sides, and 60 at the rear. So you don't really want to brawl with the enemy if you can, because most of their shells are going to go straight through you. It's basically designed to have a very big gun and shoot at the enemy from a distance. In fact, a lot of the ISU-152s during the war were actually used for artillery. Oh, 2 shots! JuniorBritner got 695 and his platoon mate took the remainder and got the kill. Now he's pulling back just a bit to use the bush mechanic. There is an ELC Evan 90 on the enemy team coming up towards the ridgeline. Yeah, I think they've both decided they need to be a little more cautious, because if that ELC spots them, they could be on the receiving end of one of those shells, and they don't want to be. The enemy team's got a Wizzy 1201 GFT Striv, a Scorpion in their tank destroyer department. Yeah, they've decided that it's better to be cautious. Mind you, he might be able to go up on that hill there and shoot using that bush, and then pull back quickly if he gets spotted. Jo Victor 3 has actually decided to move up, and well, that could be risky. If he gets too close, then that ELC spots him, and he might have been spotted now. He's in the bowl, and it looks like Jo Victor got a shot into him. And the Scorpion G finished off the ELC, so he's out of the way. But now is Jo going to get shot at by the Arty? Yes, he did. He just got stunned. As soon as you see those stun appear above the vehicle, you know that your teammate's in trouble. T-77 didn't hit him. It wasn't fully dialed in. It does take this thing quite a long time to dial in on targets. It's normally 3.26 seconds, and that's just to get the initial dial in to get it down to 1/3. JuniorBritner13 is trying to pull back, I think, a bit now. He's still in the bowl, though. It's a bit of an open position for my liking. The enemy Arty is an M40, M43. Okay, the IS-6 has come up and been in sight, but he's just outside draw range, and that's why JuniorBritner13 can't see him. Doesn't want to move too far down though, because he might get spotted by one of the enemy. They don't have any more light tanks, but they do have mediums and tank destroyers, and you never know, one of them could be sitting in those bushes down there. We're only one tank down on the enemy at the moment. And it looks like they've lost all the tanks on the hill bar one, which might give our team the opportunity to actually move up on the hill, take the east side of the map. But we do know the enemy does have some strength on this side of the map. And oh no, they're popping up the centre. The TL1 LPC has been seen in the centre, along with that IS-6, and yes, the ISU-152 just took out our Scorpion, but he took a hit. JuniorBritner put a round into him, got a high roll for 779. Remember, 750 alpha. JuniorBritner13 has only got, well, 413 hit points left, and there's the Wizzy. Can he finish it off? Yes! Oh, well, he was seen. Pull back. In fact, he didn't get the kill. The kill actually went to the ISU-152, Jahoni 10. He got the kill. And in fact, actually now the problem is that the enemy's killed all our tanks on the east side of the map. I thought we were fairly secure over there, but when that IS-6 and the TL1 LPC pushed up, they managed to take out all of our teammates over there. And so JuniorBritner13 has actually decided to come back, which is a smart move, to actually cover this side, because they could pop in over the railway line. There he is over the railway line already. Shakes the reticule. Didn't get that one on target, but he didn't see where the shell came from because he was using the bush mechanic. But he has to move up to see where the target is. He's in the dip next to the railway line. Okay, we've got another tank moving up. It's the Star 2. Premium Japanese medium. He got a hit into his tracks, but he's probably going to get spotted now because, yeah, he was spotted. The Star 2 managed to see him. He needs to get below this ridge line quickly. Yep, dodged the shell there. And JuniorBritner13 did get some damage on the guy. Can he get the kill? Yes! Nice! Potential high caliber. 20% of the enemy hit pool has been earned. Okay, he's locked on to the TL, but no, he's lost sight of him again. He's coming up. Here we go. Can you get the kill? Yes! Nice! 4.4k, but he's been spotted by the Striv who moved up. So he must be fairly close, that Striv, to have seen him from this position. Use the ridgeline, yeah. Get behind these bushes. He's now actually in a fairly strong position. They've both got 3 kills, 3 tanks left on their teams. Both sides got an Arty. They've got the T-77. Remember, that T-77's been hit. They've got less hit points than we've got. No, now it's the other way around. The GW just got hit. I think that was the M40, M43 just hitting him. I think he needs to get into cover because it may be that the Striv can see him. Or the M40, M43 managed to see his tracer. If he doesn't move, he's going to get taken out very shortly. Because I'm fairly certain that the M40, M43 knows he's here. Would not be surprised to see the GW just explode. Yeah. He had been seen. He should have moved a lot sooner. Yeah, whenever you get spotted or a shell lands near you, change position because it's very likely they know where you are and they'll try again. Now, we don't know where the T-77 is. We know where he was. But would the enemy attack into our strength? Just drive up north on the west side? Interesting that it's 2 platoon mates still alive. I think they probably fear the ISU's gun. It's so powerful, 750 hit points. Remember, the enemy team's only got 1,027 between them. And you've got to remember that their Arty, which probably hasn't been touched at all, has got the majority of their hit points, which means the T-77 and the Striv between them have the remainder. There they are. Oh, we lost Johnny. But there goes the Striv. And that now tells us the enemy's only got 416 hit points, which means the T-77 probably only has a fraction of that. Three kills now for Junior Britner, but he's got the most of the hit points. Here's the T-77. Yeah, 16 hit points, I was right. He only has a fraction of it now. It's 400 hit points left. It's the M40, M43. More than likely in that area. Yep, the others are already mentioning it. His gun's up. He knows he's got it. Yeah, the other ones, they know. He's still got most of his hit points. 751. Even if the M40, M43 got a direct hit on him, he would not kill him. Well, I suppose if you've got the 8-inch howitzer, he could kill him with one shot. But the thing is that if he does fire at the front of a ISU-152, he might not be able to get through 90mm of armour at the front of the vehicle. In which case, then all Junior Britner's going to lose is maybe 500 hit points at most. And then he's just going to turn around and shoot the M40, M43 and kill him with one shot. There he is. There he is. He's running. Hello. Stand by to die. Yes! Wins the game! Epic game there for JuniorBritner13 and his platoon. 5 kills, 1/3 of the enemy team. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. What a great game that was. It's an ace tanker game for JuniorBritner13 in the ISU-152. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5, just one short of getting a top gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. He also got a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly. But best of all, he picked up the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game, and boy was it a lot of damage indeed. 9,866 was the win 8, which is more than Super Unicum. It's quite a bit extra. So a very good score. Let's have a look at the team score and see exactly where he came out. Well, look at that. 5,480 hit points of damage. I'm sure his platoon was very happy about that result. The next high scorer was the Shriv S1, 3,278. He was being very sneaky. And the next high score after that was the T77. Lost so many hit points at the end. You could tell that he only had a few left. And that made him very, very vulnerable indeed. But he had to go forward and try and find out where JuniorBritner was. Because the Arty couldn't do it, because he would die immediately if he tried. And so, yes, it was a very good ending to the game. When it came to kills, again, he's got the highest with 5. 4 kills went to the T77, 3 kills to the 122TM, the TL... Oh, sorry, he was the only one other one. So those are the top 3. And when it came to base XP, well, he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,313, he's the only one over 1,000. The next high scorer being the 122TM was 742, and after that the Lerva was 712. If we look at his platoon mates as well, just to see how well they did, well, you can see that JuniorBritner13, who was quite a long way forward than the others most of the battle, he was taking a hell of a risk, but he managed to get 1,519 hit points of damage. And we can see that, oh, I think it's that anonymized name, because that's not his normal name. That's not what came out. I can't remember, is it Joe? Well, I can't remember his name, so I won't say it. He managed to get 1,344 hit points of damage, and he got 2 kills out of that as well towards the end of the game, and 645 XP when Joe managed to get 679. I'm not sure why you're using the anonymizer. You don't have to use the anonymizer, because I could always click this actually and find out what your real name was again. It'll come up. Or is that your real name? Yes, Joni, that's it, Joni. Sorry, I got your name wrong the previous time. Anyway, let's go back to this page. Joni, that's it. Okay, Joni managed to get 1,344, 2 kills and 645 XP. Let's have a look at detail for JuniorBritner. 13 shots fired, 10 direct hits and 8 penetrations. 1 splash, damage of 5,480 hit points, of which 3,447 were at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit. It was a penetration. Yep, he did get hit in the game. And if I remember correctly, it was the Shriv who shot him. 1 hit received by way of splash damage, 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed and 406 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he earned 41,300 credits from the game, 40,000 for getting a mission completion, and a total of 81,300. After repair and ammunition resupply, these shells are expensive, but he was using standard HE, and it did give the desired results. And I think it was HE, or was it standard AP? 54,306 credits profit, 1,313 XP, base XP, and no multipliers, so that's the same again for the total. But it was a very good platoon. It was an epic comeback, because they were losing virtually all the way through. The enemies were picking them off one by one and always just staying 1 tank advantage or thereabouts. But once they got down to 3 tanks left each, I'm afraid their GW rather let them down by not moving, because if he actually had moved and got into those bushes, I think there's a possibility he would have been there to help JuniorBritner towards the end of the game. But yeah, he didn't have the sense to move after getting hit, and I'm afraid that his teammate did get taken out by that Shriv, and then it was all down to JuniorBritner to fend off the enemies, and he did it well. So a really good game. Thanks for sending in this replay. It's always interesting to see a tense battle like this, especially when you've got a good platoon, and this seemed to work out very nicely. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.